So for my first video, I would like to talk about my attempt to do a sphere working. And in particular, this one is Satariel, and the ruler of that sphere, that sphere is Lucifuge Rofocal. Now, I feel like the main thing that's known about him is like, you know, super intense, Lord of Wealth, all that. And I don't know exactly what I was expecting when I was going to do this sphere, but it's like this is the first sphere that I've had like prep work, I should say. I was looking at VK's page. I just got his article up. I got up his article on Lucifuge. Just read that. Then I got up the chants, started saying the chants, said them like 3 times. And then it was like it feel like since I feel like that initiated it in a way where I know I didn't do all of it yet, and it's like a slow build with him. The other spheres I could just do them and then things happen. I know I got gifts like a quick summary. I guess I could do a video on those. When I did Thamael, I got like a gold orb from Lucifer. He gave me one, and it was like completely by accident. I didn't intend for that to happen at all. Then in Beelzebub made me do something weird. It was like I know a lot of that has to do with like you breaking your ego down, and it was like I was walking outside and he was like lick the concrete or just lick the sidewalk, and I'm like I'm not going to do that. But it's like then I felt like the resistance because it's like I'm not going to do that because whatever. And I just like licked my thumb, touched the ground, and I like had touched my thumb on my tongue, and he was just like, "Why is that so hard for you?" And I'm like, "Okay, I see what you're saying." Like, cause it was like I look weird, it's out of place. And then he said something where it's like, if you do something insane and look insane, as long as it was to help out of love for Sephrons, then it doesn't matter what anybody else thinks. I don't want to go to a psych ward, because you really can't do much in there. But it's like, is your ego mean more than the person who you feel like you're trying to help the most? And it's not. We say that, but then we get put in that situation. We gotta do something out of place. And then I got like a vision of me just like somebody had me like get down on my hands and knees in like a really like public place, and just felt like the humiliation. But since it was for somebody that I wanted to do it for, it was like I didn't care what anybody else thought because it meant it I it was okay with me. So it was just his fear was very different. And I did it at the same time I was doing Thagarion. And then that's where when I went to Thagarion, I feel like that's when everything with Sephiron's kind of took on another level. It was kind of personal what happened, I feel like, but it was very for sure. And I ended up doing that, opening that sphere 6 times, and I know that relates to I feel like the Black Sun and Sorlath and all that. So it was interesting. I didn't do that on purpose. It just at the end of it, I noticed that I did like Gagiel, or the top right one. I opened it with that one, did 3 that day. Then the next day, did 3 more and ended with Gagiel again. And then now I'm at Satario, and it's very different. I took like a shower, and he was like, "Do things longer than you normally do. Like, don't try to do it quick and get out. Take more time. Stop doing things so fast." I got in the shower and I ended up just sitting. I was in there so long I just sat down and just felt like the water come on me, and it was like water touching you. You're blessing the water. The water goes and it's helping it's okay for you to have a lot. You're okay to have a lot. You're supposed to have a lot of whatever. You're not supposed to have a little bit. If something is pleasurable, you have as much of it as possible. And I didn't take that to mean as like you have a whole bunch of sugar and shit, but it's like if something feels good, you're allowed to indulge in things that are good for you. Then I did that. I ended up doing like some shadow work with the mirror, just telling myself like no, telling my shadow. I was talking to my shadow like I love you, I appreciate you. Um, I'm sorry for not listening to you, and I'm sorry for like repressing you. I did that. Then I broke some like things that I held close to me. I banished, and it wasn't even like a spirit. It was just like connections that I've had. So it's like I banished. I forget what it was. Just like people. I was banishing people from my life and my influence. And then as I was chanting his name, he was making me be very intentful. Like you say Lucifuge or like Lucifuge. He just made me focus on one part. He made me get like on one part like Lu, and I said that for like the whole breath. Then I went to each one and did that like 3 or 4 times. And he's really like instilling in my head like the need for intentness, uh, duration, and I was I was going through like this period of just feeling really confused. So I didn't even open the sphere, but I feel like I don't know. It's like I don't I hate not knowing, and I think that's part of it. Like just not understanding what the fuck is going on. It's like I'm tired of not understanding things. I'm tired of not being fully immersed. Like I know I can hear him and I know I can see him, but I want it to a level that I don't have, and I know the only way to get there is to keep having what I have. But I see now, it's made known to me that I want to take it to that level where it's a like eyes open. I'm staring at them, they're staring at me, and I also see that it's about me getting to them, me doing all that I can to elevate my vibration to meet them. It's not about me trying to yank them down here, whatever. Like they're coming to me and hearing me, but I'm not doing all that I can do to get to them. And just so much it's so much. It's like so much has happened. Like I feel like I learned more in an hour and in an hour and a little bit than I have in a while. But it's I see that's his way of being. Like when he Belial was very like harsh, I would say, but Lucifuge is very not even heavy, but very like intentful and possibly even intense with how much he makes you really focus your mind and getting rid of your garbage and just seeing stuff that just doesn't need to be there. Like if you want like wealth and all this, there's a lot of you being in tune with yourself. It's not about being distracted and doing this, that, or whatever the fuck else. Like you're on purpose. So Lucifuge puts you on purpose, and that makes sense why you will know your true will because you will have to. Like if you work with Lucifuge like very deeply and then figure out what it is you're supposed to do, then I don't think you work with him because to have wealth is to do what you're supposed to be doing. All that is like you're on point doing what you need to do. So there's probably more, but I think I should keep it there. So appreciate you for watching this and or whatever. I don't know, but peace.